Well, hey, good afternoon. Welcome back to my little gardening show. Today we are going to string up the tomatoes. So we've got a box of this orange line. It's just polypropylene baler twine. Just plenty here. I mean, I've got enough for probably a couple years. But we're going to go down to the garden there. And what I've decided to do is the Florida weave method. Instead of trying to reach up at the top and the string line straight down initially, I'm going to go horizontally. And the way the Florida weave works is like, the tomatoes, on a row, down the row, you're just going to run the twine from the post on one side of the tomato. You're just going to weave in and out. And then you're going to come around, you're going to go around the opposite direction. And string them up kind of tight, and that's going to keep them kind of in line. And we can do that as the tomatoes grow, and just see how that goes. So the other benefit of doing that is that there will be more lines supporting the plants. I've had problems in the past where we've strung them up vertically, and the twine has frayed towards the end of the season, and then I end up losing the whole plant or having to string it back up because the twine would break and hit the ground. So I'm hoping doing this will keep that from happening and be a little easier to maintain. The other thing too is we've got enough tomatoes planted. We've got at least 8 per trellis. They're close enough that it just should work better. So we'll see. But that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go ahead and get these ready and start stringing up tomatoes. So we'll probably make another little video here after a while. Oh, hey, good afternoon. Welcome back to the little gardening show here. I wanted to show you real quick my trellises. I've got 8 of them. We set up the frames the other day, and I came back and went ahead and did the polypropylene twine. Decided to go with the Florida weave method this year, rather than stringing them from the top down. This should give them a little bit more stability. Part of the reason why is because it's so windy out here. Just a lot of wind. Right now the tomatoes look pretty beat up. It's been cold in the 50s, and so they're hanging in here. Hopefully with the warmer weather they'll perk up. And now that we've got the lines in place, the wind's not going to be as bad on them. The wind isn't really bad. Actually, it strengthens the stems, but this is going to give it some support so that when the really high winds come, it's not going to snap the plants over. And the idea then is that as these tomatoes grow, we'll just continue to add lines to the trellis, all the way up, as far as they'll grow. So pretty excited that we got this done. Kind of a relief, actually. You don't have to worry about the tomatoes as much anymore, and should work out pretty well. So hopefully this provides some of you guys some inspiration out there, maybe to try something like this. We kind of went big and did 8 trellises, but to do just one really isn't that expensive. And these conduit, I think it was like $3.30 a piece, and all you need is 3 pieces of conduit. So that's what, $9.90, close to $10. You can get the conduit, and then these end cap pieces, I think they were around $4, maybe 5. We'll say 5. You need 2 of those, so there's another 10. So for about $20, you can get the frame. And then there's posts. And I think we spent 14 bucks on the posts that are 2 foot long and have the real nice painted, so they should last a long time. So $34 or so. And then you've got the twine, which you can get a box of that. We got a pretty big box for like 19 bucks, and it had 2 spools, like 20,000 feet of twine. So anyway, I think it's worth the investment. It'd be interesting to see how things do out here. So as far as the method itself, you know, we started out with the twine, just tied it off and went, you know, on each side of the plant, just kind of weaved in and out on the bottom row. And in the second rung, we just strung it straight across, and then just moved the plants, you know, to the, you know, every other side, so on and so forth, so that basically then you get the plant on one side of the twine and then coming back on the other and then on the other, and it creates some tension there so that they stay in place. So anyway, I guess that's it for now. Until next time, happy gardening. Bye.